Meet Daniel, 34 years old, lives in Houston, Texas, makes $72,000 a year, which puts him solidly in the American middle class. He got a raise every single year for the last 6 years, and yet last Tuesday, he had $340 in his checking account, 4 days before payday. Daniel isn't bad with money. Daniel isn't lazy. Daniel is doing exactly what he was told to do. Get a good job, work hard, get raises, and somehow, he's still one car repair away from a financial emergency. This video is about why that happens, and more importantly, why your salary was never supposed to make you rich. My name is Alex, and I've spent months studying how the American financial system actually works versus how we're told it works. If that gap makes you angry, good. Hit subscribe, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand something that most people with six-figure salaries still don't get. Here's what every parent, every teacher, every career counselor told us. Study hard, get a degree, find a stable job, work your way up, and the money will follow. And look, that advice wasn't completely wrong. A higher salary does give you more options. But here's what nobody told you. A salary is someone else paying you for your time. And time is the one thing you can never get more of. Think about that for a second. Your boss, whether that's a company, a hospital, a school, they pay you exactly enough to keep you coming back tomorrow. Not enough to make you free, not enough to make you wealthy, just enough. There's actually a name for this. Economists call it the wage price spiral trap, but I call it something simpler, the hamster wheel. You run faster, the wheel spins faster, but you stay in the same cage. And the worst part, the system is designed this way, not because anyone is evil, but because an employee who needs next Friday's paycheck is a reliable employee. The moment you don't need the paycheck anymore, you become dangerous to the system. So if salary doesn't make you rich, what does? Here's the thing rich people understand that nobody teaches in school. There are two kinds of income. The first kind is called active income. This is your salary, your hourly wage, your freelance payment. Every single dollar requires you to show up, do something, and get paid. The moment you stop showing up, the money stops. The second kind is called passive income, and this is where it gets interesting. Passive income is money that works while you sleep. While you're at your kid's soccer game, while you're sitting on a beach, not thinking about work, not checking emails, just living. And here's the stat that will make you question everything. According to the Federal Reserve's Survey of Consumer Finances, the top 1% of Americans get less than 20% of their income from salaries. Less than 20%. The rest comes from assets, businesses, investments, real estate, things that generate money without requiring their time. Now here's where most people make the biggest mistake of their financial life. They use their salary to fund their lifestyle instead of using it to buy assets. Let me explain exactly what I mean. Imagine two people, both make $80,000 a year. Person A gets their paycheck and immediately upgrades their life. Nicer apartment, new car, better phone, dinners out. They're not being irresponsible. They earned it. But at the end of the year, they have $2,000 saved. That's it. Person B gets the same paycheck. They live below their means, not miserably, but intentionally, and they take $1,500 every month and buy assets, index funds, a small rental property, dividend stocks. After 1 year, person A has $2,000 in savings. Person B has $18,000 in assets that are already generating their own money. After 10 years, and this is where your brain is going to short circuit, person A still has roughly the same lifestyle, still dependent on their job, still nervous about layoffs, still one emergency away from disaster. Person B's assets are generating $2,000 to $3,000 a month passively. Their assets are now making almost half their salary without them working a single extra hour. Same income, 10 years, completely different financial universe. The difference wasn't talent, it wasn't luck. It wasn't a secret investment. It was one decision made differently every single month. Now, here's the part nobody talks about. What counts as an asset and what's secretly draining you? disguised as success. Here's a list of things Americans are told are signs of success: a new car, a big house, designer clothes, expensive vacations. And here's the problem. Every single one of those things takes money out of your pocket every month and puts zero back in. Your car loses 20% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. Your lease payment is gone forever. Your big house, if you're renting, is building your landlord's wealth, not yours. Now, I'm not saying don't enjoy life. I'm saying understand the difference between what makes you look wealthy and what actually makes you wealthy. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has a simple rule. An asset puts money in your pocket, a liability takes money out. By that definition, your car is a liability. Your Netflix subscription is a liability. Your savings account paying 0.5% while inflation runs at 3% is actually a liability in disguise. But here's what nobody tells you about this stage. And this is the most important thing in this entire video. You don't need to be rich to start buying assets. You just need to start. Okay, real talk. No fluff. Here are 3 things you can start doing this week, regardless of how much you make. Number 1, open a brokerage account and set up automatic investing, even $50 a month. Apps like Fidelity or Vanguard are free. You buy index funds, basically a tiny piece of every major American company, and you let compound interest do the work. $50 a month at 10% average return over 30 years is $113,000. Not from working, from waiting. Number 2, stop upgrading your lifestyle every time your income goes up. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is the silent killer of wealth. Every raise you get, take half of it and put it directly into investments before you ever see it in your account. Number 3, learn the difference between your gross income and your actual wealth. Your salary is what you earn. Your net worth is what you keep. Track your net worth every single month, not your bank balance, your net worth. When that number starts growing, and it will, something changes in your brain. You stop feeling like an employee and start feeling like an investor. And that mindset shift is worth more than any raise your boss will ever give you. Look, understanding this is step 1, but there's a second problem that most people hit right after this. They know they need to invest, but they don't know where to start without losing money. Next video, I'm going to break down exactly how to invest your first $1,000 in the US market. Even if you know absolutely nothing about stocks, no jargon, no complexity, just the actual steps. If you don't want to miss that, subscribe. It's free, and if this video made you think differently about your paycheck, drop a $sign in the comments. I read every single one. I'll see you in the next one.